To me, there are 4 detours that take you away from contentment in your Christian walk. There are 4 dangerous detours that causes you restlessness in your Christian walk. And these detours are really designed by the enemy for simply to get us away from our destination. They are designed to get us away from peace and contentment in our Christian walk. And if we're not careful, these detours can become a source of restlessness. They become a source of discontentment. These detours can steal your joy. They can steal your peace. You're going through the motions. You're going to church. You're singing the songs. You're praying. You're even having your quiet time in the morning or the night, or wherever you have your quiet time. But you're going through the motions and you're lost completely, loss of peace and joy and contentment. There is a reason for that. There's a reason for that. In fact, there are 4 reasons. I want to share them with you. 4, no more. And each of them can be a source not only of restlessness, but can be a source of wandering. Each of them can be a source of loss of inner peace. Each of them can be can literally pull us away from our destination where we want to go. Each of these detours can turn relationships into rancor. But before I give you those 4 detours, I want to have a disclaimer here, just to be true to the Word of God, that absolute peace is impossible in this life, that unadulterated joy is only possible in heaven, that true contentment can only be experienced when we see Jesus face to face. So what are these 4 most dangerous detours? Our weaknesses, legalism, pride, and tight-fistedness. How do you like that for blunt talk, okay? Listen, every one of us have weaknesses. There are some people who have physical weaknesses that causes loss of joy and loss of contentment. Some pain, some grief, something that is happening to them physically, bodily. There are other people who have moral weaknesses, and they are constantly losing their joy because of that moral weakness. Some have character flaws. Some have a problem of spiritual discipline that's constantly making them lose their contentment and their joy. Whatever the area of your weaknesses may be, if you have not learned to apply the grace of God on the area of your weaknesses, chances are you've lost your contentment. You're already in a major detour and you've lost your way. Now let me tell you something. Somebody said he's going to go out of here and start focusing on their weaknesses and say, well, Michael said so. No, I did not say that at all. Do not focus on your weakness. That is not the issue. In fact, that is an equal danger on the other extreme. Do not make your weaknesses to be your focus. That will get you into worse trouble. But what I'm saying to you is that the answer to all of our weaknesses is when we focus on the grace of God that can become perfect in our weakness. I know I've experienced that firsthand many times. Now, my friend, I want you to listen. If the grace of God is not sufficient for your weaknesses, chances are you're focusing on your weaknesses too much, or you're ignoring your weaknesses altogether. Because apart from trusting in the grace of God to meet your weaknesses and to give you victory in your weaknesses, there can be no contentment. There can be no contentment. Only when you know and daily learn to apply the grace of God to the areas of your weaknesses will you understand what it is not to lose your joy